Good morning students, 12th class students, welcome in today's video class. Students, today I am going to solve problems related to topic continuity and differentiability. I have already explained what is continuity, how does prove a function is continuous. I have solved problems from exercise 5.1, 5.1, problem number 1 to 19. Today I shall solve remaining problems from 20 to last question 34. Be attentive. Let us start. Question number 20. Question number 20. Is the function defined by f(x) equal to x square minus sin x plus 5 is continuous at x equal to 5. Is continuous at x equal to 5. What is question? Student, question is we have to prove the function f(x) equal to x square minus sin x plus 5 is continuous at x equal to 5. For this we have to find its limit value and value of function. Student, as I have explained, a function is continuous if it is left continuous and right continuous. For left continuous we prove left hand limit is equal to value of function. For right continuous we prove right hand limit is equal to value of function. Okay, so we find limit of function. Limit x tends to pi f(x) equal to limit x tends to pi x square minus sin x plus 5. On assigning limit, it is equal to pi square minus sin pi plus 5. Students, we know that value of sin pi is 0. Therefore, it is equal to pi square plus 5. Limit of function is pi square plus 5. Now, value of function is equal to f pi. Put the x equal to pi in the given function, it will be pi square minus 9 pi plus 5. It is equal to pi square minus 0 plus 5. It is equal to pi square plus 5. Clearly, limit of function, limit x tends to pi, f(x) is equal to f pi. Therefore, f(x) equal to x square minus sin x plus 5 is continuous at x equal to pi. At x equal to pi. Hence, we proved this question. Now, its next question, discuss the continuity of the following functions. Discuss the continuity of the following functions. Question number 21. Question number 21. Discuss the continuity of the following functions. Number 1, fx equal to sin x plus cos x. Fx equal to sin x plus cos x. Students, it is the sum of the two functions. Fx is the sum of two functions. First, I try to reduce one function. So we multiply it by root 2 and divide it by 2. On multiply and divide it, multiplied and divided by root 2. Then it is equal to fx equal to root 2 sin x plus cos x upon root 2. It is equal to root 2 times sin x 1 upon root 2 plus cos x into 1 upon root 2. Students, we know that 1 upon root 2 is the value of sin 45 and also cos 45. Then this expression will equal to sin x cos pi by 4 plus cos x sin pi by 4. It is equal to root 2 sin x plus pi by 4. Now we have function fx equal to sin x plus pi by 4. We have to discuss the continuity of this function. Now we take a value in the domain of sin x. Let a belongs to domain of function, and now I am going to find limit value of this function. Limit x tends to a. Fx equal to limit x tends to a. Value of fx is root 2 sin x plus pi by 4. X plus pi by 4. It is equal to root 2 sin a plus pi by 4. Now value of function equal to f(a), it is also equal to root 2 sin a plus pi by 4. Clearly limit value of function limit x tends to a, fx is equal to या फिर at x equal to a belongs to domain of function. Therefore, f is continuous at x equal to a belongs to domain of function. It means fx is continuous in their domain. Okay? Students, in this question, first I reduced one function. Function is given sin x plus cos x, but by dividing and multiplying root 2, we reduced it the function root 2 sin x plus pi by 4. Now I find limit value of function and value of function, both are equal. Then I have proved the given function is continuous. Its next part, it is second part. Second part. Its second part is fx equal to sin x minus cos x. Similar, we can prove as previous method. First, reduce it in one function, sin or cos. Then we shall find limit value of function and value of function and justify these are equal. Then we will say it is a continuous function. Now I am going to verify its C part. Fx equal to sin x and cos x. Sin x, cos x. Student, first I try to reduce it into one function. For this we multiply it by 2 and divide it by 2 on multiplying by 2 and dividing by it is equal to, that is fx 1 upon 2 sin x cos x. It is equal to 1 upon 2 sin 2x. Now we have to find its limit value and value of function and justify these two values are equal. So first I am going to find limit value of function. Limit, we consider a value x equal to a belongs to domain of function. Which function? 1 upon 2 sin x function. And limit of function, limit x tends to a, fx is equal to limit x tends to a, fx is 1 upon 2 sin 2x. On assigning the limit, it is equal to 1 upon sin 2. Now, its value at x equal to a, value of function, at x equal to a, it is equal to fa, it is equal to 1 upon sin 2a. Clearly, limit of function is equal to value of function. Limit f tends to a, fx is equal to f. Therefore, fx is equal to sin x cos x is a continuous function in the domain. Okay, simple questions. Only one step is different from other question. In this question, first we reduce the given function. Composition of expression in which more than one functions are given, reduced in one function. Now, question number 22. Question number 22. Discuss the continuity of the cosine function, cosecant function, secant function, and cotangent function. Okay, students. Cos function. Question number 22. Discuss the continuity. Discuss the continuity of the following functions of the following functions: cos functions, cos x, cos x, cosec x, sec x, cosec x, and sec x, or cot x. In this question, we have to show continuity of these functions. Continuity of these functions. First, let f(x) equal to cos x. Its domain of function set of real numbers. Let a belongs to domain of function. At the point I have to discuss its continuity, we consider a point x equal to a in the domain of function and find its limit value. Limit x tends to a cos x, it is equal to limit x tends to 0 cos a plus x, it is equal to limit x tends to 0 cos a cos x minus sin a sin x. Assigning the limit h equal to 0 cos a into cos 0 minus sin a into sin 0. We know that value of sin 0 is 0, therefore value of secant term is 0, and value of cos 0 is 1. Then it is equal to cos a into 1 minus 0. It is equal to cos a. It is the limit value of function, and value of function is equal to f a. It will be equal to cos a. Clearly, limit x tends to a, f(x) is equal to f a. Therefore, f(x) is equal to cos x. Therefore, f(x) equal to cos x is the continuous function. Continuous function. Now, question number 23. Find all points of discontinuity. In this question, function is defined as x equal to sin x upon x if x is less than 0 and x plus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 0. In this question, two cases are given. One is x equal to 0 and another is x is not equal to 0. First case, if first case x equal to 0, the function is both defined. Function is both defined. That is, function is given for x equal to 0 for the values of x less than 0, for the values of x greater than 0. So the function at x equal to 0 is both. Now I am going to find left hand limit and right hand limit at x equal to 0. LHS, left hand limit x tends to 0, x tends to 0, f(x) it is equal to limit x tends to 0, value of function for left hand limit sin x upon x, it is equal to 1 by the property of limit. And RHM limit x tends to 0 plus f(x), limit x tends to 0, f(x) is for x greater than 0, f(x) is x plus 1 on assigning the limit it is 0 plus 1 equal to 1. Clearly LHS is equal to RHS at x equal to 0. Therefore, f(x) is continuous at x equal to 0. Now, its second condition at x is not equal to 0, x less than 0, function is f(x) equal to sin x upon x. As we know that students, in an interval, that is for infinite values of x, a function is always continuous. let x equal to less than 0, limit of function, limit x tends to a, sin x upon x, on assigning the limit it is equal to sin a upon a, and value of function f is also equal to sin a upon a. Clearly, this implies limit of function x tends to a, f plus is equal to f a. Therefore, f is continuous at x equal to a, less than 0, at x equal to a less than 0. Now, its third case, x equal to a greater than 0. F equal to x plus 1, its limit value, limit x tends to a, f equal to limit x tends to a, function is x plus 1, it is equal to a plus 1, and value of function is f, it is also equal to a plus 1. This implies limit x tends to a, f equal to f a. Therefore, f is continuous. Students, fx is continuous at x equal to 0 and x is not equal to 0. Therefore, fx is continuous everywhere. Clearly, f is continuous at x equal to 0 and x less than 0, x greater than equal to 0. Therefore, fx is continuous everywhere. There is no point of discontinuity. There is no point of discontinuity. Now, question number 24. Determine if is continuous function. Question number 24. Determine if defined by determine if defined by f equal to x square sin 1 and 0 if x is not equal to 0 is a continuous function. Is a continuous function. Is a continuous function. Students, in this question, there exist two cases. One is x is not equal, and another is x equal to 0. First, at x equal to 0, limit of function, limit x tends to 0, fx it is equal to limit x tends to 0, x square sin 1 upon x equal to limit x tends to 0, x square values between minus 1 and plus 1, because sign lies between minus 1 and plus 1. Maximum value of sign is 1 and minimum value of sign is minus 1. So values of sin 1 upon x are oscillating values between minus 1 and 1. On assigning the limits 0 into values between minus 1 and 1 are equal to 0, and its value of function f0 equal to 0. Therefore, limit of function, limit x tends to 0, fx equal to f0. Therefore, f is continuous at x equal to 0. And the second case, x is not equal to 0, x is not equal to 0, x equal to a, not equal to 0. Limit of function, limit x tends to a, fx it is equal to limit x tends to a. Value of fx is x square sin 1 upon a. It is equal to a square sin 1 upon a. And value of function f is also equal to a square sin 1 upon a. This implies limit value of function is equal to value of function. Therefore, f is continuous at x equal to at x is not equal to 0. Students, fx is continuous everywhere. That is, fx is continuous at x equal to 0. Clearly, fx is continuous at x equal to 0 and x is not equal to 0. Therefore, f is continuous everywhere. Now, question number 26. Question number 26. Question number 26. Find the values of k so that find the values of k so that the function f is continuous, so that the function f is continuous at the indicated point. At the indicated points is first question. Fx equal to, first question is 26 question. Fx equal to k cos x upon pi minus 2x if x is not equal to pi by 2. If x is not equal to pi by 2 equal to 3. If x equal to pi by 2. And x equal to pi by 2. It means we have to find value of k if the function fx equal to k cos x upon pi minus 2x if x equal to if x is not equal to pi by 2 and fx equal to 3 if x equal to pi by 2 is continuous at x equal to pi by 2. Since fx is continuous at x equal to pi by 2. Therefore, limit of function x tends to pi by 2 fx is equal to value of function. Limit of function, limit x tends to pi by 2, function is k cos x upon pi minus 2x is equal to f pi by 2 is 3. Now I am implementing LHS concept to find its limit. Since function is continuous, so its LHS is equal to RHS. So I am going to apply its LHS. It is limit h tends to 0 k cos pi by 2 minus h upon pi minus 2 pi by 2 minus h equal to 3. On simplifying, cos 90 minus theta pi by 2 minus theta is sin theta. Then it is equal to limit h tends to 0 k sin h upon pi minus h plus 2h. Pi minus pi plus 2h. Pi minus pi plus 2h. For plus pi minus pi are cancelled. It is equal to 3. Limit h tends to 0 k upon 2 sin h upon h is equal to 3. Students, we know that limit s tends to 0 sin h upon h is 1, but limit h tends to 0 sin h upon h equal to 1. Then its LHS k upon 2 into 1 equal to 3. This gives k equal to 6. For k equal to 6, the given function is continuous. The given function is continuous. Now, I shall solve question number 29. Question number 26 to question number 29, having same condition. In these all questions we have to find values of k. So now I have to solve question number 29. In question number 29, fx is given kx plus 1 if x is less than equal to 5 and cos x if x is greater than 5 at x equal to 5. Students, in this question the function is both defined in LHL and RHL for the value x less than 5 and x greater than 5. Since fx is continuous at x equal to 5. Since fx is continuous at x equal to 5, therefore LHL is equal to RHL at x equal to 5. LHL limit x tends to 5 and its function is kx plus 1 and RHL is limit its second function is 3x minus 5. 3x minus 5. And its RHL is function for RHL is 3x minus 5. Limit x tends to 5. Function is 3x minus 5. On assigning the limit, both sides k into 5 plus 1 is equal to 3 into 5 minus 5. 5k plus 1 is equal to 15 minus 5. 5k plus 1 is equal to 10. 5k is equal to 10 minus 1. K equal to 9 upon 5. 9 upon 5. Students, in this question number 29, our function fx equal to kx plus 1 if x is less than equal to 5, fx equal to 3x minus 1 if x is greater than 5 is given, and it is also continuous at x equal to 5. What is question? We have to find value of k if the given function is continuous at x equal to 5. So we have to find for this question LHS is equal to RHS at x equal to 5. LHS limit x tends to 5 px plus 1 and RHS limit x tends to 5 3x minus 5. On assigning the limit LHS is equal to 5k plus 1 and RHS is equal to 10. On transposing 1 in RHS we got 5k equal to 9, k equal to 9 upon 5. Question number 30. Exercise 5.1. Exercise 5.1. Question number 30. In this question, find the values of A and B. Values of A and B such that the function defined by such that the function defined by x equal to 5 ax plus b and the question 5 if x is less than equal to if x is less than 10 and greater than and if x is greater than or equal to 10. First go to 21. If x is greater than or equal to 10. At x equal to 2, the function is both defined. At x equal to 2, function f is both defined. This function is continuous. Therefore, at x equal to 2, the function is continuous. At x equal to 2, the function is continuous. LHS is equal to RHS at x equal to 2. LHS is 5. RHS limit x tends to 2. Function is ax plus b. On assigning the limit in RHS, it will be 2a plus b. It is equation first. At x equal to 10, at x equal to 10, the function is both different. LHF is equal to RHF. LHF is limit x tends to 10, ax plus b, and RHF is 21. On assigning the limit, it will be 10a plus b equal to 21. It is equation second. Now, on solving first and second, first is 2a plus b equal to 5. On subtracting, minus minus minus, 21 minus 5 is 16. B positive negative आते से 10a minus 2a 8a. This gives a equal to 16 upon 8 equal to 2. Put equal to 2 in first. 5 equal to 2 plus b, therefore b equal to 5 minus 4 equal to 1. Thus we have got a equal to 2 and b equal to 1. In this question, the function is continuous at x equal to 2 and 10. B calculated LHL and RHL at x equal to 2 and put equal to 0, got a relation 2a plus b equal to 5, and at x equal to 10 calculated LHL and RHL, got a relation 10a plus b equal to 21. On solving first and second, finally got values of x and y. A is 2, b is 1. Now question number 31 to 34. These all questions are related to composition of functions. Students, as I have explained you, composition of function. Question number 31. So that the function defined by f(x) equal to cos x square. It is the composition of two functions. One is cos, another is x square. Let us suppose gx equal to cos x and hx equal to x square. Now gx is equal to cos x is a trigonometric function. Therefore, it is continuous in its domain. Hx equal to x square is a polynomial function. Is a polynomial function. Therefore, it is also continuous. It is also continuous function. Now, circle H. Yes. It is the composition of G circle H. G and H is equal to G H X. H X is X square. G X is H X is X square. So it is equal to G X square. Student, it is given G X is cos X. Therefore, G X square will be cos X square. We put X square in place of X. It is equal to Fx. It is equal to Fx. Students, G circle H. G circle H equal to G circle Hx is equal to Fx. G circle H is continuous. G circle H is continuous because its two component functions G and H are continuous, and it is equal to Fx. Therefore, Fx is continuous. Fx means cos X square is continuous. In this question, first we supposed two component functions for the given function cos X square. First component function Gx cos X, and second component function X square. Now Gx is a trigonometrical function, so it is continuous in its domain. Every trigonometric function is continuous in that domain, and Gx equal to, Hx equal to X square. X square is a polynomial function, it is also continuous. Now we take composition G and H function. It is equal to Fx. Composition of G and H is equal to Fx. We have proved G is continuous, H is continuous. Therefore, their composition function would be continuous, and G circle H, composition of G and H is equal to given function Fx. Since G circle H is continuous, therefore Fx would be continuous. So Fx equal to cos X. Cos X square is continuous. Now it's next question. 32. Next question is 32. In this question, show that the function Fx equal to mod cos X is continuous function. First we suppose its two component functions such that their composition should be equal to Fx. Gx is equal to mod function, and Hx is equal to cos function. Since Gx is a mod function, every mode function is continuous in the domain, therefore it is continuous. Hx equal to cos X is a trigonometric function. Trigonometric function. So it is also continuous. Is also continuous. Now, G circle Hx, it is composition of function. G circle Hx is equal to G Hx is equal to G cos x is equal to mod cos x. Since gx is mod function, gx is mod function, and g cos x is equal to mod cos x. Clearly, g circle hx equal to fx. Since g and h are continuous functions, therefore their composition is also continuous. G circle H is also continuous. G circle H is equal to fx, but G circle H is G circle Hx equal to fx, therefore fx is continuous function. Hence, we proved it is a continuous function. In this question, we suppose two component functions are given function gx and hx. gx is mod x and hx is cos x. How does we split these functions in two component functions? Now we split these two functions as in a composite function, as composition of these two functions should be a given function. Should be suppose gx equal to mod x and hx equal to cos x. Gx equal to mod x is continuous in the domain, and hx equal to cos x is a trigonometric function, so it should be continuous in its domain. Now we find g circle H, it is equal to fx. Since g and h are continuous functions, g and h are continuous functions, therefore their composition should be continuous. Hence, we have proved fx equal to mod cos x is a continuous function.